Let's talk about how to hank this ridge line so that it comes out tangle free every single time and you're set up for success for getting it up quickly. So we have our end of the line bowline on the one side, which becomes our first anchor point. And then we have our Prusik fisherman's loops that we've placed on there. And when we do this, we want to hank this in such a way that the bowline doesn't get in the way and get tangled, and neither of these Prusik loops tangle and get in the way. So you don't want them too far forward, because if you put them too far forward, then when you go to wrap it around the tree really quickly and toggle that off to establish your first anchor point, your Prusik loops are on the back side and they're trapped by that toggle. They can't be brought down the ridgeline because they're trapped, and you'll have to redo it. So based on the size of the trees you're typically working with in your area, you want to kind of slide these down to that length. And we're using some pretty large trees where we're at right now. So I'm going to give myself quite a bit of room to get around a very large diameter tree and have those still forward of the toggle when I do my toggled running bowline. So with that, I'll take that loop and place it on the back side of my hand to get that bowline out of the way. I'll kind of squeeze and hold that with my thumb, and I'm going to take the rest and using my pinky and my thumb as sort of a template, sort of a kind of a jig. I'm going to wrap this around in a figure 8. And then when I get to where those loops are, I want those loops to end up on the back side along with my bowline, so they're out of the way. So that's good right there. Then I'm going to continue my figure 8 loops over my thumb, over my pinky. I'm going to keep doing that until I get to where I have about 4 feet of cordage left hanging down. And for me, when my hand is about at chest level, when it's just touching the ground, that's about 4 feet. That gives me enough excess to wrap this bundle up and keep it from tangling up in my pack. So I'll take my thumb on my opposite hand, slide it behind all of those wraps, and then I'll grab it and pull it off my thumb and finger. So I've got all of that hanked up just like that. I'm going to take that additional 3 to 4 feet that I have hanging down, and I'm going to start wrapping that from one end towards the other. Once I get down to where I only have, 10 inches, 8 to 10 inches left, as I come around, instead of just wrapping it around, I'm going to come around and come back through that same loop to create a half hitch. That'll give that end a little bit of security, and I'll typically do a second half hitch, because as the name implies, a half hitch is only half of a knot. 2 half hitches create a good knot. So now that that's configured like this, I can throw it down on my pack, and I don't have to worry about it getting tangled because both ends are secured away from each other and it's properly hanked. So this way, when I get up to the anchor point that I want to put it around, I can hold the hank, pull out the length that I need. I can drop this in its entirety and it's not going to tangle. Come around, toggle it. Then I can pick this loop up and just walk all the way across. Nothing ever gets tangled. So that's how you hank this for rapid deployment. And once you get the hang of it, it's quite quick. Got about 4 feet left. Start wrapping it around. 1/2 hitch, second half hitch, and that is a properly hanked rapid ridge line system.